Good evening, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You see my lovely truck behind me, my little leprechaun truck. So we are going to talk again tonight. So I have a piece of real leather that I've been saving that somebody gave to me that I wanted to chalk something, cross or something on, and we're going to do that tonight and actually staple it to a piece of board so we can make this really cool, just unique piece. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then hey, we tried. So you see that I'm wearing one glove. I'm not trying to emulate Michael Jackson. I am an idiot and I grabbed a fireweed when I'm outside, so I just glutton for punishment, I guess. So if you pop in, say hello, share it with your friends so that we can get more people joining us in the chalk love. So I'm actually going to move things around so you can see this is a real piece of leather. Let's see if I can get this turned so you can see better. All right, this is a real piece of leather, guys. It totally is. So I'm going to move this around because I don't think you can see so hot. There we go, better. So this is real, 100%. You can tell by the back here. I got it from a friend that actually makes belts and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put this awesome cross on here. This is the John 3:16, and we're going to put it right on this piece of leather, and then we're going to staple it to a board so it can be mounted on a wall. So hopefully this works. If it doesn't, then hey, we'll just wipe it off because it's chalk paste and this is real, so hopefully it'll work. We'll find out. This will be a nice little experiment. So for me to do my cross, I really want, and I'm probably going to keep things this way so you can see, I really wanted something light. This is a dark piece of leather. Obviously it's black. So I'm really going to go with some white and maybe even a little bit of, I don't know, maybe some copper. I don't know. Let's try it. So let's see what we have here. Let's get our colors out. So that's gray. There's the white. So here's some white. There's some more white, just in case. That feels a little light. And somewhere here we have our gold. We might have to go with this beautiful copper instead. So let's go ahead and get our transfer ready and get it down on this piece of leather. So this is definitely a risk, but it's worth taking. So let's give it a whirl, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and get our fuzzy cloth here and put it down. And I'm going to open up my transfer. If you're just joining, I was saying I am wearing this glove because my hand has stuff on it because I grabbed a fireweed like an idiot. So yay me. I do stupid things like that. I should stick to chalking. Okay, so here is our design, John 3:16. And so this is a really beautiful design. So for a transfer this big, we're going to have to actually pull the back off of this and take our fuzzy cloth and fuzz this way so it doesn't fold up on itself, so we can actually follow through with our design and not make a mess and not mess up our transfer. So that's what we're going to do, and this glove is getting in the way, so I'm taking it off. You can see I have stuff on my hand. Yuck. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull this off of our back, and I'm going to just kind of lay it out flat right here so that I can fuzz. So here we go. We're just going to work this right on top, and you can hear that it's really fuzzy. I mean, actually it's really sticky. So I don't want to do too much. I want this to kind of, stick to the leather so I can get the design, but I still want to be able to pull it off, if that makes any sense. So this is a unique surface, and I have never done this one before. So we're going to do this together, and wow, that's really sticky. So let's fuzz some more. Not a problem. That's what our fuzz cloth is here for. So we're just going to fuzz this and see what happens. You know what? With chalk paste, if we don't like it, we can erase it. Or if it doesn't work, we can always erase it as well. Okay, just so you can see, I'm going to actually chalk this way. So I'm going to take our transfer and put it down kind of in the middle. This is so pretty. I love this transfer. I love scripture transfers anyway, so I think it's really, really cool. Okay, so we are going to do a lot of white in here, but we're going to actually mix things up with a little bit of copper. So we're in a way, hey Leanne, in a way we're doing something called a chaos method or hot mess technique. So we're going to make that happen. We're doing it with 2 colors instead of multiple colors. So this is how we're going to do it. I am going to take mini squeegees rather than use my hands because, again, I have medication on this hand because I'm an idiot and I touched a fire weed. So I don't want to get it all over my leather. Like, this is a real piece of leather, you guys. So hopefully this works. But we're using, I'm going to use some copper. If I can talk. Yeah, that white doesn't look so great. We'll use this other one. So we're going to use some copper and some white to make this happen. This is not going to take very long. We're going to dry this and then mount it to a board with a staple gun so you can see how that turns out in the end. But it's just an idea that I had when I got this piece of leather, and so I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to take these 2 mini squeegees rather than my fingers, and I'm actually going to work my paste all through this transfer where the screen is, so we can make this beautiful light color. And when we're going to go over this, my 4-incher would be the best thing. And here's the 4-inch. This is great. This is a big transfer. We can do that. So what we're doing is we're distributing that color all over this design, and then we're going to scrape it off. So we're not going to be able to rescue any of this paste, but the effect hopefully will be so cool to be worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with the copper. So I'm actually just going to kind of take the copper and put it all over the transfer here in random places. And this is a lot of space to cover, so I want to be kind of generous. And my jar just went onto the transfer. That is okay. It'll come right off. Not a problem. There we go. And now I'm going to go for the white. So I'm just going to grab me some white and just be all over the place. And this is a mess. Now, normally I'd be doing this with my fingers. But like I said, I have like a medicine on my hands, so I don't want, this to get all over the place. It might paste and stuff. All right, we're going to just plop it on here. This is where you can be messy and have fun. This is a great technique for multiple colors. It's great with kids. It's like finger painting if you use your fingers. It's a lot of fun. So kids love it. All right. So we're going to leave those jars right there so we can go ahead and kind of work this through our design. So if we need extra, they're open and they're ready to go. So I'm going to take my and I'm going to go to town, and I'm actually going to work through this so we can get our design. Let's hope it works. Here we go. All right, and it's okay if you're mixing because you want the mixture. You want mixing. You want the blend of these colors. So this is copper and bright white on black leather, real leather. So let's start scraping that off. And I am actually going to grab a wipe for that. See if I can get it off the package. So we're going to go ahead and, because I can't put it back in the jar, right? Because it's blended. So I'm just going to, actually kind of looks like iced coffee paste. That's kind of cool. All right, we're scraping off the extra. It's a big risk, but it's worth it. When I was given this piece of leather, I knew it needed a cross on it. I just knew it. And here it is. Okay. So I'm going to take that. This is quite messy. When you're blending colors like this, it's always messy. Okay, here we go. Let's reveal and see what we have. I'm a little nervous because I've never chalked on leather. Oh, that's very sticky. Uh-oh. So I probably a little better. That's okay. We'll make it. We're gonna make it. Oh, I'm holding my breath. Oh my gosh. Oh. Trying not to stretch my transfer, but I'm also wanting to get my design and I don't want it to dry and come off. Okay. Deep breath, deep breath. Oh my gosh. Wow. It worked. Of course it worked at its pace, but still, I was nervous because this is real leather. You can tell. You can tell how it's the adhesive made it look a little different. It is definitely thing. And I had some paste get off the side of the design, so I'm just kind of wiping that off. And we have a little bit of smudging there I want to go ahead and take care of. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Right there in that. How cool is that? This is real leather. So that's white and copper. It is stunning. Oh, I'm so excited. If you hear folks walking around, it's just my family. They didn't know I was going live tonight, so I didn't warn them. Hey, you know what? I'm still giving out those free samples, guys. If you want like a tag to make, just say sample and I'll get you a freebie. It's a chockable chip. I will send it to your home. You don't even have to leave your house. We will take care of that for you. So I'm cleaning off my squeegees with baby wipes. Chalk, you can use the simplest things. Right now, baby wipes are a hot commodity, but they're perfect for chalking. And I have a case of them, so. All right, so I'm gonna close up my paste, and I think I'm gonna hit this with the hair dryer just to be sure that it is dry. I wanna be extra sure. I'll clean that off in a little bit. This looks pretty cool, huh? All right, Leanne, I'll get that sent to you. Unbelievable. This is amazing. Oh, I see a little bit of a smudge there. I'm going to use my baby wipe to take care of that. Wow. I love this. This is so cool. All right, so this baby wipe's okay. I'm going to use the edge and actually where it's got that comma. I'm going to use that to clean that up. Fantastic. I am so excited. I'll get you that sample, Leanne. It's a small chockable chip. You can turn it to a magnet or a wine bottle tag. Very cool. All right, so I'm gonna take this beauty and I'm gonna put it to the side so I can get the staple gun and our board, and we are going to mount this one onto a piece of board so it can be ready. So here's my board. This is a scrap piece of lumber that I happen to have. I have a lot of little scraps these days, but it's a repurposed piece of board. Came from a cabinet that was pulled apart. So I'm going to use this as I move my transfer over here because I'll have to wash that in a little bit. I'm going to use this in my trusty staple gun, and we're going to put our leather onto this board so it can be hung up. We can put something on the back, hang it up on the wall. It'll be awesome. Now this is not going outside, so I don't have to really worry about sealing it. And wow, doesn't that look so cool? So we're just gonna wrap it like this. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to actually flip this over and I'm gonna staple the top first. I really don't wanna do the sides. I want it to look like a rough piece of leather on the wall. So I'm just stapling this to the board to kind of give it somewhere solid to be on, you know, so I can mount it to the wall. So I'm gonna get up so we can do this. So I'm gonna take, this is flopped over, I don't know if you can see that. I've got this piece folded over and I've got my staple gun here and I'm just gonna staple. I'm gonna do 3 times. And let's see how we look so far. That's pretty good. So I'm going to tuck this on the other side. I'm gonna pull it as tight as I can, and I'm gonna staple this way. There we go. Now this one's cut a little funky because it was a scrap piece, so I'm gonna have to maybe staple on the bottom here so that it stays on the board. So let me get, there we go. And then let's flip this, and we're just gonna pull this tight and staple up top so that it stays on the corner. Now normally with something like this, I would say a piece of leather, unless you're doing a biker thing, I would normally stick with like turquoise and native stuff. It's normally my style with this kind of thing. But this just screamed cross. I don't know why. So now, here it is, wrapped up on a board and ready for me to put something on the back and just hang it on the wall. And it's John 3:16 right here. Beautiful. And that took us, what, 15 minutes? Maybe? Not too bad. I think that's going to be great. And I can hang this right here in the house. Like that. I had a great time doing this one. I got to pick a place to hang this sucker because this is amazing. I love it. So check out my chalk site. It's still March. You buy 3, get 1 free in March of your transfers, so you totally should go to the site. And I'll put a link in the comments, including the link to this awesome transfer that as soon as I saw it, I had to have it. It's amazing. So I'll put that in there, and I'll do a picture of our project from tonight. Hey, that was easy, right? I'll get you that sample in this week, and if anybody else was a sample, just put sample in the comments. Share this with your friends. Help them to see all the chalk love. And we'll be doing more of this throughout the week, especially since we're probably most of us sitting at home. Probably. Why not? I had a great time with this. I hope you had a good time watching it. You can always get a sample to try it at home. Have a great rest of your night, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.